Hello guys and welcome back to the World of Tech. Today Apple bumped up the specs on most of their desktop machines and today we're going to be looking at two of them. So we have the iMac of all sizes have received a little boost and the Mac Pro. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over to Melissa who's going to run us through the new specs on the 21.5 inch 3.6 GHz. So Melissa, take it away.
Right, it's a 1920 by 1080 resolution with a 4GB with 2GB memory, 500GB hard drive with an 8x double layer super drive, ATI Radeon with HD, 4670 with 256MB.
And of course that includes the new Intel Core i3. So what about the 21.5 inch 3.2 GHz? So obviously the gigahertz has gone down a little bit, but that does come with an added 500GB hard drive. So instead of a standard 500GB hard drive, you are looking at a 1TB hard drive with also an upgraded ATI Radeon HD of 560 by 70. So an extra 100, and also the RAM has gone from 256 to 512. So over to Melissa for the 27 inch 3.2 GHz iMac.
Yeah, it's a 2560 by 1440 resolution, 4GB and 2GB memory, 1TB hard drive, 8x double layer super drive, ATI Radeon HD 5670 with a 512MB.
So also all of them now, apart from the next one, comes with an i3 processor. Let's run through the prices now as well actually before we go on to the last one. The first one, the 21.5 inch 4GB of RAM, is £999, so that's gone up from £969. 21 inch with the 3.2 GHz has gone up to £1,249. The one Melissa's just read out is, well, a pound short of 1,400. And the next one, the 27 inch 2.8 GHz quad core iMac. So that, instead of the i3, it comes with a much bumped i5 processor with 560 by 1440 resolution, so a massive, amazing display. Just like the previous one, comes with 560 by 1440. So we have graphic improvements on the two top models. 4GB of RAM with 2GB of memory, 1TB hard drive again, and another 8x double layer super drive, ATI Radeon HD 570 with 1GB. So you can tell that there's definitely, the more you pay, the better quality you're going to get. So what else? The price, £1,649. Now let's have a look at the Mac Pros. The Mac Pros have been bumped. There's only two of them. There's the quad core, and Melissa, I'll hand it over to you for the quad core.
It's a 2.66 GHz quad core Intel
Xeon Nihilium processor.
3GB and 1TB memory, 640GB hard drive.
So that's an improvement there, but still no 1TB hard drive.
18x double layer super drive.
And of course the much hyped Nvidia GeForce GT 120 with 512MB, and that is £60 short of 2,000, so that's £1,940. And the 8 core is 2.6 GHz quad core Intel Xeon Nihilium processors with 6GB and 6GB memory. So 6GB RAM, 6GB memory, 640GB hard drive, 18x double layer super drive, Nvidia GeForce GT 120 with 512. And that one's going to run you £2,553. Also you have the pay monthly, so there'll be a link in the description to both of the devices, well, both of the sets, which is the Mac Pro and the iMac. Also, Apple have just announced the brand new trackpad. There'll be more on that, so stay tuned to the channel. For exclusive content, follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/worldoftechuk. Bye from Darren.
Bye from Melissa.
This has been Darren and Melissa updating Apple's iMac price range, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.